Hello.
How are you?
Hi. Good.
Me.
Just me and you against the whole world. Hello, everyone. Welcome
Yeah,
back
no,
to
it's
Pen
okay.
Friends Live.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get on. Okay, there you go. Oh, but Carlos is there.
Carlos is always here. Yes. Thank you, Carlos. Um, I don't know if Ben is here yet. Actually, we know Ben is not here.
Yes,
But
come
he
on.
will be he'll be on shortly,
Soon,
hopefully.
soon.
Mhm.
I'm excited. You know,
Yes.
I've met Ben so many times, and every time we go to a pen show, we
Yep.
actually go to dinner. But
Yes.
it's so little about how he got into the pen world. I know
Mhm.
all about. So,
Yeah. And I think that's okay because, like, when we are at pen shows, it's great to talk about each other's, like, personal lives or what we like
yeah,
outside of fountain pens too, right?
yeah,
Um, yeah, because we like to know each other for not just for our fountain pen hobbies, but,
right.
um, I think this is definitely the perfect time to know more about it.
Yeah. It's like there's so much I can know.
Yeah. Hi, Pam. Hello, Journal SQ.
Hello. I tell Alex
Uh,
he needs to put that behind his name too,
oh, yeah.
the
Mhm.
Esquire. I'm like, you need to put that like Lisa.
Yeah. Yep. Uh,
How are
but
you
yes, I'm doing well. Yeah.
going?
Mhm. I think I've been having very positive weeks the past couple of
Oh,
weeks.
good.
So, but this week has been great too. Yeah.
Well, this is nothing to do with fountain pens, but I'm finally
Mhm.
getting my refrigerator tomorrow.
Oh, thank goodness.
You know how hard it
It's
is?
been 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks, and thank God it's only Carlos and I. Can you imagine if it would have been when the boys were here?
Oh,
And I
dear.
used to go
Yeah.
through like 3 gallons of milk a week. This is hard.
It is just you 2, like,
It
right.
does too. And I'm like, I can only keep in the cooler 2 days worth of food. I'm like, this refrigerator can't come soon enough. And it comes
Right.
tomorrow when I'm at the Red Cross, so I'm not even home. So I'm stressed over that already.
Oh, boy. You can't even use it. You're not even there for them to install.
Well, Carlos will be here, but
Oh, he'll be there.
I'm
Yeah, so it's like these little things, but they're big, and we take them for granted.
it's the little things in life
Mhm.
other than pens.
Yes, but we need pens, right?
I know.
Oh,
Oh,
there he is.
hold on, people. All right, we
Yes.
ready?
Y'all ready for this?
Let's.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Hey guys,
How's
Hi.
you?
how are you guys?
Good.
Good, good.
I like
How are
you
Did
you?
guys. I like you
it
guys' setups
good?
back.
You done
Oh,
with the kids and everything?
Yeah, well, they're not totally down. Well, one of the little one is. The other one's, hanging, chilling, trying to convince us that she's not tired yet. But
It's still
she is.
too
She is in fact tired. I can assure her.
of course.
She just likes to
How
sit.
old is
2 and 5. The
2 and
boys
5?
2.
Oh,
My daughter's 5. So
okay.
they're good ages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the fun age.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's been good. I got right home and we went to the park and then came back and I made dinner and
Okay.
just
Now
put
we're
it back.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you live when there's winter and snow, and then all of a sudden when it gets nice outside.
There's nothing like right when it first starts getting warm. It's been just freezing cold, and it's been like it feels like the coldest winter of all time. And
Hmm.
and now it's like you can go outside, and it's like, oh, finally,
I know.
finally.
Even
Yes.
my son today said he left work early just to get home so he can play outside with the kids because he's like, it's so nice
Oh,
outside.
Yeah, for sure.
Outside.
Right.
Um, yeah,
yep. Gotta use up all your time with family. It's
no,
not a lot of warm weather.
I know.
Yeah,
And it flies.
it does. All right. Well, Ben, you want to share a little bit about yourself? Introduce yourself to the Pen Friends Live audience.
Sure. So I'm Ben. I am Ben of Mayfair Pens. You may have seen me around.
Mhm.
I make custom, interesting shaped fountain pens. So
Yes.
a little bit farther out there than some of the others. Everybody's amazing, but I try and be a little bit different, a little bit wild.
Very unique. Yes, and wild.
It's nice to have the unique. When you see one of your pens, it's your pen.
Yeah, yeah. That really was my goal when I first started, because I started, a little bit after a lot of people, but now I've been doing it so long before a lot of people too, which is kind of crazy to me. But I like went to my first pen show and I met a lot of the makers and I was following them. And I was like, man, these guys are making such cool pens and they're so nice and the finishes were so nice. I was like, I am never going to be able to compete with that. So I was like, I have to do something different. So I just was like trying to figure out some designs that were different, and I kind of gravitated towards that like front threaded design with the short caps. And there's some people that have been doing some things kind of like that, but I tried to figure out how to change it up a little bit. So I added that, like a really steep curved grippy section into it.
Yeah.
And the rest was history, and all the other kind of designs kind of derived from that first one.
How long have you been doing them?
I guess almost 5 years now. I started in like mid 2021. I went to the DC Pen Show, I think the summer of 2021, I think. I'd been talking to like Turnt Pen Co. We talked a lot, and he had, I think it was either the first or the second year he was doing it. And so I met him up there because I'm in Virginia. So it's just a short drive up there. So I met him, met some of the other makers that were there, Jonathan, Carolina Pen Company, and I'm trying to think like Mythic, and I'm trying to think of who else was there in that first year. I'm not sure who else, but I kind of like just walked around and was like, can I do this? I think I'd made a couple of pens. I mean, I literally had no idea what I was doing when I first started. I mean, oh
my gosh.
I didn't know how to use a lathe. I didn't know how to I really jumped into the deep end when I was getting going. I mean, nobody taught me. I like learned from watching videos on the internet. It was great.
Oh my gosh.
So I was really bad at it first. And I think, I joke, like, I kind of think that's where some of the interesting designs came from. Because like, if you're training with somebody, they're like, this is how you make a pen. And so like, you make your first pen and they show you how to do this part and then this part and you follow along.
Yeah.
And I did not have that at all. I just like was watching I sort of saw the process with people from watching YouTube videos on things, but like, I had no idea what I was doing. So I was like just piecing pieces together to try and make it work. And like, I don't even know how many blanks it took me to make my first pen, probably 3 or 4. And I don't know if it even worked then.
Well, thankfully the blanks aren't terribly,
no, it's not so, it wasn't so
unique
bad.
or expensive, right?
And so then like it kind of, I guess, I think that really was part of the reason that my pens are so unique, is because I just didn't know what I was doing. And then slowly over time, I got better and better and better. And here we are.
How did you first get, like, what made you think of fountain pens? Did you always like fountain pens?
Oh, that's a good question. No, I always, so it started with notebooks first. So I probably 8 years ago now, maybe I like started using pocket notebooks, like field notes, but like, so I started with field notes probably like Moleskines or something. One of those, like the 3-pack you get from Target, I think was probably the first I ever got. And it went in my back pocket and I carried it with me everywhere. And I always liked like nicer pens. But I mean, when I say nice pens, I mean like a fancy, like $3, roller.
Yeah.
And I write really small. So like I was always like trying to find like the perfect like 0.38 rollerball pen to use in my little pocket notebooks. And I did that for like 2 or 3 years. And then at some point, I guess, like I was writing every single day in these notebooks. I was like, what's a nicer pen than this rollerball? And I guess I just, as with everybody else, it's either the Metropolitan or the maybe Safari. And I found the Safari. And so I bought a Safari. I think I still have it.
Oh my God.
And just used that for like, I don't know, maybe 6 months or something. And then, I gravitated to like slightly nicer pens, but nothing like really that fancy. I mean, like $40. I think I ended up getting like a platinum, one of the like Platinum Century 3776s. But like that was the nicest pen I had. And then from there, I was just, I guess once I was in that, I was, I was like in the Instagram algorithm at that point.
Yes.
You were in. You
And so
were in.
I started seeing like some of the people that were posting their maker pens, and I was like, wow, those are amazing. And I think that kind of got me into like, wow, I wonder if I can make one of those. Like, that'd be so cool to be able to make my own pen. And then, then I like started looking up how much it would cost to get all this stuff to make it. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's going to be kind of expensive.
Right. Yes.
So then now I'm like trying to justify it to myself. I'm like, how can I buy all this tooling and not make my wife mad at me? There it goes.
Still make a profit.
So then I'm like, I told her, I was like, I get all this stuff, and like if I can just sell like 4 or 5 pens, it'll pay for itself and it'll be totally fine, and like then it's not a big deal.
Oh
right? Like that's really how I justified it. It's like, just have to break even.
Yep.
And the rest was history, I guess, from there.
That is so funny. And you have your notebooks when you have the pen show, which I think it's so cool.
Yeah. I think that's been, people really love looking at them, like just like the handwriting and just having them out. And I actually put them first out there because I started doing some leather work last year, like at Christmas, like stitching like handmade leather notebooks.
That's neat.
And it was really fun and like really like therapeutic, but it takes a long time. Because there's a part of me that was like, maybe I can add this to the business, and like I can also sell like hand stitched, like saddle stitch notebooks.
Yeah, that would be cool too.
I mean, I just really went into the deep end again with that, like learning how to like saddle stitch. I mean, like I spent hours and hours probably learning how to do it, and I made some. I mean, like I have one here. It's like like pretty nice. Like I was like researching like the nice leathers and everything.
Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous.
But
it's very pretty.
The reality I think I found was just like the amount of time. Hey guys.
Here, Bone Crusher.
Oh, Bone Crusher. I actually have a story about Bone Crusher as well. I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, so I realized like the amount of time it takes to saddle stitch a notebook, like really just there's no way to really make the cost of the notebook work. I mean, I could, but it would be expensive. And like the amount of, and the bigger problem is like I really don't have enough time on top of making the pens. Like I'm using between like being home with the family, I'm using any extra time I have.
Yes,
I don't really have time to add the notebook stuff as well.
You have little ones,
it'd be like, oh yeah.
That takes up time.
Yeah. What I was gonna say about Bone Crusher though, the first pen I ever made, I was looking at one of his pens. And I was like, this is like the coolest design I've seen. So the first one I tried to make, I was like, man, how can I, like, that's something cool. Like he's got like a super cool like tapered thread section. I remember I was talking about it. I was like, that's so cool the way you like slightly taper your threads and the way you do it all. And I just I couldn't obviously.
It's so precise engineering, like Bone Crusher.
I found it very
good.
I was like, man, that's really impressive.
That's so nice when you have that community and you can meet, learn from each other. I think that's so cool. That's awesome. Do you always write with a fountain pen?
Now I do, unless I forget it at home. I'm at work. And that's the worst thing is when you get to work and you realize that you have to like write with something.
You have to write with
a regular pen.
You can like Sharpie. Like, what am I even doing at this point? Should I turn around and go home? I mean, I can't even operate.
That's yes.
I have to write a box. I shipped a box today, and it's so weird because I don't want to use the fountain pen because I feel like, how about if it gets wet or I don't know. I always want to use. Carlos always use a Sharpie. I cannot write with anything but a fountain pen. I'm like, no, you write it. I can't write.
Yeah, right. No, it is. I feel like with a fountain pen, like I've got pretty good handwriting, but like with anything else, it's like all of a sudden I regress to like being in third grade again. I'm like, what's happening? Like, I'm basically like drawing like this. I'm like, what is happening? This isn't working.
Oh my
fingers are just not used to those thin, tiny pens anymore.
Push down now. Like, what is going on?
I thought it was just me. Okay, good.
No, absolutely not.
You get so used to them.
The nice thing is when you make pens, you don't have to worry about. And like a lot of times I just write with my own. So if it breaks, just just make another
Make another one. Yep.
How many of your own pens do you say, no, I don't want to sell this one because this one's too good?
Mm-hmm.
This one's too good. This one's staying with me.
Well, I've said that a lot of times. I've never actually kept one. I like just probably every drop. There's 2 or 3 that I'm like, man, that's the one.
Yeah.
And then of course it goes on the website and it's the first one there usually.
That goes. Yep.
I think if I made something that beautiful, I would be like, no, I have to keep this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until you make so many that it's like, okay, I can make it again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
the thing about some of those, like with the resins, like you really can't. Like some of them just have that perfect pattern. You're just like, wow, everything lined up. Like there's just perfect synergy with the way it worked. And you're like, I can make 100 more of these and I'd never have one just like that one.
That's it.
But selling them feels really good too. So that one, that usually wins out.
Yeah, that's true. See, Jamie thinks the same way.
It does.
It's effort.
So much effort, and it just doesn't feel good at the end of it.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It's like you're not satisfied, right?
Yeah. Like sometimes you need it, but it's not satisfying. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Freddie.
Hi, Freddie.
And Glam Chic. Let's see, I do love that you name your pens after Lord of the Rings. Warms my nerd heart. Oh,
yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
I went back and forth when I first was coming up with that naming scheme. I mean, I even was like, do I name the entire company after like Lord of the Rings things? I was like, I mean, like honestly, still like it's playing with fire a little bit. Let's be honest. Like it's like
some copyright issues.
Hopefully, they're not using AI to scrape YouTube right now. Famously litigious. But so I was like, I use like obscure stuff, and I'm not actually branding anything. I've never actually. There's no images or anything. It's fine. But yeah, all of my pen models are different references to relatively obscure Tolkien stuff, other than the Eowyn, which is a little bit less obscure.
Mm-hmm. So, what are all your models, or your pen models that you have?
The ones that I do consistently are the Noldor, which is kind of like my flagship model. So that's like the shorter,
the small section.
So and so that one, the thing that gets people with that is it's actually reverse threaded. So the reason I do that is when you grab the pen here, that got you. You were driving home after the show and you're like, my pen's stuck. That happens a lot. To the point where I'm like, is this worth it? But it really is. If you grab the pen here and you grab the pen at the end, it would be just as likely to open the section when you do that because of the way the section is exposed. So it actually goes the other direction to open the pen. So the Noldor was the first one I came up with. That is the short section. And then there's one, they all have like that curved grip section. And then I have the Vanyar, which it's essentially just an extension of that shorter section. So you can see, like with the Noldor, it's got the shorter section with this one.
I love that one.
It's a bit more streamlined.
You get some demonstrator effect there. You can see the converter and ink levels in that one, which is kind of cool. And then the Eowyn is curvy. The Eowyn actually originally was curvy and flat on the ends. I haven't made that in quite a while because now that's turned sort of into the Royal Eowyn, which I don't know if I even have any because they just aren't good. But they are. I do have one. They are pointy at the end. So
okay. So that's the Eowyn.
So the Eowyn used to be flat on the ends, and then I added the point to the end. This one actually is something I'd been trying to make for years. It's kind of like a chess piece inspiration, and it was in my head like when I first started making it. I, of course, like I said, had no idea what I was doing. So it was not something that was even in the realm of something I could make. But every year I would be like, all right, I'm going to make this shape with the curves and the points on the end or whatever. And I wasn't even exactly sure what I wanted to look like. I just knew it was going to be some sort of chess inspiration.
That's crazy.
So I'd take one day every year and try and make it. And it would fail every single time. Because you have to get it just right. Like all the curves have to when you're you have to get the first one down and then it has to swoop down into the next curve. And if you get the profile wrong at any point, because it's all by hand.
It's all ruined,
no way to really automate it. It just all messes up. And then you got to get it all right. And then at the ends, and then the point has to be the right length. And there's just like way too many opportunities to mess it up.
That's crazy.
So finally this summer, or last summer, I guess now, I tried it again and it worked. And I was like, all right. It's still way harder to make the other one, so I don't love making it. Well, I love it when it's done because it's really beautiful, but it's just so much more work that every time I'm doing like a batch of them, I'm just like, oh, I just want to make the other one because it's easy.
Yeah. So with this one being a lot more intricate and taking more time, like, do you price it also higher?
It's a little bit higher, but honestly, it's probably not high enough to account for the extra.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
I'm just hesitant to price too high and to like. I think that it's a nice value compared to especially the other. Some of the big companies are just. It's just the inflation on those are continuing to go up.
Right.
I think it's
you have a small one too.
Yeah. I also have, so I have, and I don't have any of those, but I have 2 eyedropper models.
Yes.
Drawing a blank now. The Naria is the little one, and that one actually has threads on the back that post it, which is really cool.
Did you have any of those in Baltimore?
I didn't have many.
Because I don't remember.
Yeah, there were not many on the table of those. And I also don't know that I have any of those. Do I?
Okay. So you make less of these ones too.
They are, I guess maybe they just all sell because I just happen to have a couple of the other ones on.
Okay, that's good.
But because I definitely make the most of the Noldor. Like that's the one I make the most. Probably then the Vanyar next, and then the rest of them are probably pretty even. It's pointed Royal and then the eyedropper models. But yeah, when I first started making the eyedropper models, that was another thing that I wasn't sure whether it was a good idea or whether it was going to work at all, because it's literally built so that you just fill it through the nib hole. So like you thread the nib out and then you put the ink in it, like a syringe.
I know. Did you hear? I all of a sudden like, wait a minute, how did you?
Yeah, right. There's no other way to fill it. Like there's no other hole. So the beauty is like it's very simple. It's like it's a nib.
Yeah.
It's the one piece that the ink goes into, and then it's the cap, which also threads to the back.
Okay.
Full size pen.
Wow.
I wish I had one.
So you could just clean it with a syringe then.
Right. And that's the other
with water.
So because there's not a ton of pieces, it's so easy to clean. You just thread out the nib, and then just take it to the sink, rinse it out, and then just go to the new ink. It's the perfect pen if you want to show off ink and then just like cycle through a lot of inks really easily and rinse it out.
So, I didn't realize that when I didn't see it at Baltimore. When I've seen it on your Instagram account, I never realized that's how you ink it. That is so cool.
There's some other, and I'm not sure if I was the first person to do that, but there's some other people that are doing similar things now as well, which I think is cool because I think the more people do it, the more it kind of like catches on as like an option, as something feasible. I think because at first I was like, I don't know if anyone's gonna buy this. This is like now you have to like. Because it is a little weird. Like you have to grab the inky, like the nib, thread it out every single time you want to fill it. Like, is it feasible? But I mean, I find that it works pretty well, and I thread it so it's really easy to get in and out. So it's like it's not like you have to torque the nib out. Like it just comes right out super easily. It's also super good if you've got like custom nibs and you want to switch new nibs in and out.
Yeah,
it's a good.
Oh, thing. If it's any
Yogo.
Okay, any of
so anything that's customer stacked. The other thing is my caps are drilled out probably a little bit wider than a lot. So it'll fit stacked nibs or like really big nibs really easily. So it's a good for that. Actually, Pen Sloth and I were talking for a while about he was advertising my pens as a good opportunity to put his like crazy things that he does sometimes.
Oh my god!
My pens just because of the way that they're designed.
Yeah, it's very interchangeable, versatile.
So cool.
So I think and then I make one more model that is more traditional. That's like a cigar shape. It's still front. I don't think I've made that since last summer, but I'm hoping to make more of those this summer. I teach special education, so I work during the year, and then at the end of May, all of a sudden I become a full-time pen maker. So summer is really when like the ideas and the opportunity to like really scale up a little bit hit. So
yeah, I mean that's good.
Wow. I've seen that one on your Instagram account or on your website. That's cool too.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that's one of my favorite models because it's like there's no step really anywhere. Like the threads are built into the very front of it, but like with the other models, some people that grip really way up top of the pen, like the lip that's on the front actually can get in the way. So like the nice thing is like if you grip farther back, there's no step, which people love.
Yeah.
But there's some people that grip really high up on the nib and it just doesn't work as well for them, or you kind of have to adjust a little bit.
Right.
The nice thing about the cigar shape I make, I call it the Larlin, is that you can even grab on the threads because there's no step down or up into the threads. It's just like integrated. It's almost like, it almost looks like a slip cap.
Oh, wow.
There's just no step anywhere.
No step at all.
So
okay, we're gonna have to see some of those on your page.
Right.
I'll get some of those done as well because it's that one's cool.
That one sounds really cool too.
Yeah.
I remember I bought this one at Baltimore last year, and
that's one of the Jade Mermaids.
I'm excited, and I was playing around with it as soon as we got into the car.
Yeah.
And I couldn't open it.
Right.
And
yeah.
I messaged him. I'm like, I think mine's a problem. I can't open it. I go to Carlos, stop. We might need to go back to Ben.
Yeah.
But
once you know it and you get used to it.
Once you know the reverse threading's there. And now I sometimes I think I don't always put it in the box at pen shows. I need to get better about that. But anything I send out in my drops now, there's the note that goes in the box that says, wait, before you fill this pen, it goes the opposite direction.
Don't get ink all over.
No. And I was trying to open it. And it's like he's trying to open it. I'm like, don't break my new pen. So I'm like, oh, he kept timing it and stuff. So
I don't think I've ever had one break like that, which is good. I have had a couple that I had to get them to send it back because they either did it so hard that it like torqued down to a point where like it wasn't flushing anymore, or like they actually scratched it. I think there might have been some people using wrenches. Don't ever use a wrench on a pen. That's rule number one. Send it back. But yeah, once you know the reverse threading is, it's really not.
Then it becomes it's not a big deal. No big deal.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But,
yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I gotta say your pens have really lovely and unique like matching parts. Like they're different, like the cap, the grip, and the end body. Sometimes you mix and match them, and I think that they look so pretty. Like, do you choose them yourself because they're not all from the same rod, right?
Most of them aren't actually. That's one thing a lot of people ask is like they'll say, do you make your own materials? And that's one of the things that was I decided early on was that I wasn't going to get into material making. Which at that point it's just shopping basically with all the different makers that make materials to figure out what I'm going to select. And the other thing that's I think a little bit unique to me is my shop is not at my house. It's actually at my parents.
Okay.
That has a big garage with like a ton of it's like he's an engineer, so he's one of those people that has
all the ventilations
they want. So because of that, it's not like I can just like run out to the garage and like make pens. Like I spend more time thinking about making stuff than I do actually making them, or at least that was true for a long time. I'm not sure if it's true anymore because I'm like maxed out to like max capacity at this point. But so I will just like at work and just like at home, like in like the evenings, I would just like think about like what combinations I could put together and like make lists of like design aesthetics. Like when most people would just be making pens, I was like just planning.
I love that. That is.
So I think that sort of like so I'll when I'm in the shop, I'm in the shop. I'm like it's like I've got like the production down to like the second. Like I step in and I know exactly what I'm doing, and like and then like I leave and I'm done. But there's a lot of times where I'm not working, and like in those times it's just a lot of design choices and there's just so many pretty materials that people are making, and so many like I don't know. I guess I do just really enjoy like looking at the like I can look at like okay, like Turnt Pinku has this material, and then like what can I match to that with like the subtle like the subtle like with from someone else. And then like I think the drop the drop system also helps with that, because like you get like a pretty strong feedback loop of like what's working, what people like, even with like the speed that things are selected. You can see like, all right, well, this worked with this, and this people were really excited about this, but like maybe this didn't work as well. So like over the months, like through the months, like I just get more and more feedback, I think, on like what works aesthetically and what doesn't. Because there's some things that I'm surprised about. I'm just like, I don't know if this works, and then it's the first one off the board.
Oh my God.
Else, I'm just like, I'm obsessed with this, and like it's like it kind of sits for a minute. But so like, I mean, that's super helpful to know. But yeah, it's really fun to like just to pick different things. Then I've even had at this point now, I'll actually go to people and say like, hey, I'm gonna do this. Can you like make me a match for like something like this, to match this one material, like with sparkles, or like I wanted this amount of transparency, or a bit more subtle, or a little bit more aggressive, and it's just really fun.
That's cool. That's really cool. And I guess the time away from the shop is nice, because it gives you that, okay, I can't be in the shop, so it gives you that clarity that, okay, now I have to wait.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's times it's frustrating, because it's like, you know, like I really have to plan, or like I have to make sure I have everything I need where I am and what I'm doing, and like it takes a lot of planning, but it is nice. It's a strong boundary between like I'm at home or I'm at work. It's like, I mean, it's more like a real job like that, in that like, all right, I leave and like I'm in the shop and I'm only in the shop. It's not like I'm walking in and out like with the kids doing something. It's like, all right, I've got 3 hours and I'm going to work for 3 hours, and then once I leave, I'm home and
you're done.
So I think honestly at this point, like I think I appreciate it. For a while, like for the first couple of years, like figuring out the system of having to make sure I got the things that were there and then got the pens back, and then like just like the transporting them back and forth was just like a lot of logistics. Now that I've got it all down, it's pretty nice, honestly.
Yes, very organized.
It's like you said, it's like a job. It's like, you know, you go in for a couple of hours and then you're done.
Right.
There's not going back after you finish dinner.
Because if it's in your house, you know that's gonna happen. Yeah, you're like, oh, well, I could just spend, you know, an hour right here, and then I'll
go back and do more, fix this.
Before you know it, you're out there for a couple of hours and you didn't read, you know.
Right.
It's true.
Right.
And from a mother's side of you, you get to go see your parents.
Yeah, that's true.
See?
I don't know how much they appreciate my mess sometimes, but they put up with it. They definitely put up with that.
Oh.
Understand.
It's mostly in the garage. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. It's not like in the house, and they got to see you.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Well, how many pen shows are you going to do this year? Because I know you did the Baltimore.
I've done Baltimore. That was my first show. I am going to do Chicago.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
And then there's a little bit of a break, and then like in August, it'll get crazy, because I'll do DC, and then I need to pay the invoice tonight. I'm going to do Stationery Fest in New York City.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're going there, right, Carmen?
No.
Oh, unfortunate.
Remember we were on when it went on sale, and I was so torn about going or not. But
the one in your
hearing all these people are going, I'm like, why am I not going? It's only 2 hours away.
That's not too late.
It's so cool, Ben.
So yeah, that'll be fun, but busy, because that's the same week as DC essentially, or the same 7 days.
Yeah.
I think it's like, I don't even remember the dates anymore, but it's like in a 7-day run, it's like Stationery Fest into DC, and then I'll probably still do a drop because I'm crazy. And then San Francisco is at the end of August.
I was going to say, aren't you going to San Francisco too?
Yeah. So that's going to be pretty crazy.
Yeah, August is always crazy for all you pen folks.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot.
That's the second time in New York now for a pen show.
Yeah.
Because we were there for the New York pen show.
Yeah, that was really fun. Yeah, we did.
This year?
I think so. I haven't committed yet. It's in November now, right?
Yeah, November. I forget the date, but he switched it from October to November.
Yeah, we had a great year. We had a great time last year.
I know we
My
did.
wife came up and we did a whole vacation out of it. So it's
awesome.
That was fun.
I think if it's a New York Pen Show, it becomes a little mini vacation.
I mean, you kind of have to.
You have to. Yeah, it's New York.
There's no underdoing it in New York City.
Huh?
There's definitely no underdoing it in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
No. Remember when we got on that circle thing with the music going on?
That was, that was so cool. Yes.
That was so much. You're definitely going to New York.
Okay.
I mean, past New York, we're actually going to be there in two weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, in 2 weeks. So for us, going into the city is not a big deal.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be at the November show.
Yeah, and then I think that's it, I guess. So that'll have been, is that 5 for the year? 4? I'm not sure. I thought about, there's some other, like, you know, I one day I'd like to do London. I think that was cool, but that's
okay.
not going to work this year, I don't think, just time wise. I think that's in October. I think do they have 2 shows?
Yes, well, London.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know about London having 2, but there's London and the Dutch Pen Show in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're having one this weekend in Milan. We could always go to Milan.
Not this week.
That's way too close.
That would be cool, though.
Just saying.
No, not this year. Next year.
All right.
Milan.
Cool. I mean, I would go to Milan. Yeah, let's do it.
Speaking of London and like international, like, do you get a lot of international orders?
For
your pens?
Some.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, all over Europe, Japan. Where else?
Yeah, because that's just interesting to see how far your pens,
it's
reach
been
out
fun.
to people.
It's been fun this year with all of the shipping nonsense that's been happening. My philosophy has pretty much just been, we're going to send it and see what happens. And so far, so good. Paris, yeah, so far so good. But every single time I send something internationally in the last year, based on what's happening, I'm just like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Try.
When it gets there.
If it doesn't get there, we'll figure something out, I guess. But I mean, because otherwise, there's a lot of people that are like, I'm not sending stuff international anymore, which is a choice you can make. But I'm kind of like, I don't know. What's the worst going to happen? Either refund it or try again, or I don't know. We'll just. I don't want to just totally shut it down for all the international people that want to shop.
Exactly.
I think eventually, you might have to wait a little longer or anything like that. But I think everybody's getting it. Yeah. So
I haven't had. I mean, I've had a couple like weird custom things, but everything's cleared. I think, as far as I know. So yeah, keep doing it.
Yeah,
that's good.
It's cool to see. It is cool to see orders from all over.
Yes, all over the world.
It's a cool feeling to know that like they're going out to all over.
Yes.
Honestly, the whole thing, just getting to meet so many people that, like talk, you can talk about your pens and meeting people at pen shows and just talking online to people. It's really cool. Just the community is really amazing. It's really cool.
I know. That's
for sure.
Yes.
The best.
We need good people in this world these days.
And there are good people here. So
I know. Thank goodness.
Yeah. So Carmen and I will be in San Francisco. So it'll be awesome for all of us to get to meet. Yes. But you're not going to DC, right, Carmen? Or are you? Yeah, we're not going to DC this year. Okay.
No, because we always go on vacation either July or August. So as we were going to San Francisco, I kind of
that'd be a lot in 1 month, because that'd be the same month.
Yeah. So as much as DC is doable, because it's not that far for us. Right. All we have to do is get in the car. We drive for a couple of hours, but it's not, it's not like getting a plane and going out there.
Oh yeah.
But I think, next year I'm definitely going to DC. I think I feel like, okay, I'm going to miss DC this year, because I do enjoy DC.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big show. It's a big time.
I know. That's where I met all you guys personally. So that's that show. I love DC.
It's crazy. That's a crazy show.
Right. But yeah.
What do you like better, Ben? San Francisco or DC?
Ooh.
Don't worry, we won't judge.
No judging. Because
I don't know how to answer that. I don't know if I can. I mean, DC is the one I've done the most. I like that I can drive there and it's an hour from my house.
That's true.
Oh, that is amazing. Yeah.
That-
San Francisco, I think my answer would be San Francisco, not necessarily because of anything specific about it, other than that it's just still a little bit more novel for me. Like there's more new people that I get to meet there, and it's pretty international, which is cool.
Yes.
And it's just unique. It's more unique. Like DC is kind of like I know the drill in DC. Like
right,
which is cool in itself. You know, I know most of the people that are going to be there, and it's like you see all the people and you catch up, and that's awesome. Yeah, but I think at this point it is cool to
something novel, something fun and unique. Yeah,
that's the reason why I wanted. One of the reasons, well, not the main reason. We all know the main reason why I want to go to San Francisco. You know, a little group that I'm going to meet in person. But I think San Francisco does bring that international part of it. And then, but the stationery, and now the stationery isn't part of it. Now the stationery is actually this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it will be totally different than DC. So,
yeah. It's cool. The way they set it up is a little bit different than DC, too. It's cool. It's like there's lots of different rooms, and no, it's just a different vibe. It's cool.
Yeah.
Vendors it has to be totally different too than what we see, you know.
Yeah. And I remember at the San Francisco Pen Show, I think you were with Bart last year.
We were next to each other. Yeah, we both that was actually just happened. I think just recently. We had two tables next to each other.
Oh yeah, that was random.
Shared, but I think they just. I don't know. I mean, I don't. Maybe he probably asked to be next to me, and who wouldn't? But I think that really might have just been random that we were next to each other, which is
that
was nice.
Well, and you guys were behind each other.
Yeah.
Right. Behind each other.
That was random too, actually, because I originally was supposed to be somewhere else, and I got moved because there was some other weird something that happened or another. But it was nice. It ended up being nice because I got moved like, right at the entrance, which was
that's always great. Yes,
that was really nice. Yeah. I think Baltimore this year, I don't know, for me anyway, I thought it was better than last year's. No?
Yeah, I think I agree.
I thought there was more people this year.
Yeah, there's a lot of like weather and cold can impact that show a lot, just because it's March in Baltimore, and that can be pretty brutal.
A lot of people are used to that.
But
would you ever do Philly?
What? I haven't, but I would.
Philly can use Philly. Okay, I think Philly is growing. Philly from the first time I went to this time I went.
Yeah,
there were a lot of more people, but I think Philly needs a lot more makers.
Yeah, I think I've heard that there's not a ton. And then there's other shows that have a lot of makers. But yeah, Philly. Yeah, when is Philly again?
January.
Okay. So
which is good and it's bad because last
beginning.
year it snowed on the Sunday. Philly for us is only an hour and a few. Well, if you count the traffic, it's a little more. But let's say an hour and 20 minutes. So it's not too bad. And our son lives nearby. He always goes. But last year we had snow on a Sunday. So all the vendors who were leaving, they were, thinking we're going to get stuck, people coming in. Now this year the snow was on Saturday, which, I mean, we all got in. It wasn't that bad, but that's the only problem about having it in January up here. You get the snowstorms. Or you could get the snowstorms.
Yeah.
But that would be cool. That would be a really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the goals for next year, I think, will be to change up the pen shows a little bit, just to try and just continue to get a chance for new people to see stuff and see other people as well. Because I'm kind of like in the same. I've kind of done the bigger shows at this point, but there's some other shows and some other things I'd like to.
Yeah.
Like that's why I'm excited to do Stationery Fest this year.
Okay.
I'm so excited that you're doing that one.
Yeah, it's gonna be super interesting. I think I think that's a little bit of a different crowd too, but a super cool crowd.
Are you going to be there the whole weekend? Right?
I guess. Yeah. Whatever the dates are, because
Why didn't I get tickets? Oh my god!
I mean, you could have had Carlos do it while we were doing the show.
Oh, but they went like fast. I forget who was on it. They were number 300 something.
Like Freddie was doing it.
Freddie was doing it, but then somebody else was on it trying to get tickets.
Jasmine
were
as
like,
well.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm like, I didn't want Carlos to be on the phone trying to get tickets, but now I regret not getting the ticket.
Oh.
I'm like, people have to tell me how it is, and then next year.
yeah.
Ben, do you know if there are any other pen makers at the Stationery Fest?
I think there's going to be 4 or 5. I don't know officially who has. It's only like in the pretty recent. So I know that Carolina Pen Company did it last time, and he's definitely doing it. He's definitely already official. There's 3 or 4 more that I think are very possibly going to do it, but I won't say.
Yeah.
I won't say for them until they
right.
Yep.
Yeah, because I didn't think that many pen makers.
It's a pretty good group. I think it's going to be a pretty exciting group though that is going to do it. Okay. I'll say that, just as a tease.
That's
You're making Carmen even more jealous.
Go ahead, Ben. Just make me suffer. That is so. But it's okay. I get to see you guys at San Francisco.
Yeah. Yes. It'll be just as great.
Florida? Do you do Florida at all? No.
I haven't. That's another one that Orlando, or there's a Miami show maybe. But yeah, I mean, I think that the timing on that's a little hard for me.
Orlando's in September.
So like that's already like I'm basically just trying to hold on and survive.
After August.
This year again, it's gonna be like I'm gonna be just worn down by the end of into September. So I'm gonna be like I just need a nap now.
Yeah.
I
mean, like I've got some room to add something like either in the beginning of the summer or like January actually would be okay.
I think you should do Philly.
Yeah.
Cool.
September into October would be that stuff. Like even like
here, I'll make you a nice Cuban meal.
Some coffee, yes.
Yes. I take my little espresso, and I do think that Ben enjoys the coffee.
Be helpful.
Than Bart. So I always think of my coffee for Ben.
Yes.
I'll take it to San Francisco.
Yeah, for sure.
That would be
coffee? Who knows?
Really cool. I'm contemplating going to Orlando, actually, to the Orlando Pen Show. Only because our son moved down to Florida. So he's going to be coming in May and then back during Christmas. So I said, I want to see him. And there happens to be a pen show. And it's not too far away from him. I think it's 45 minutes away from him. So I might do Orlando this year.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll see.
We're not pen makers, so it's easy for us.
Yeah, I know. For us, it's a way easier.
Yes.
Do you set an amount of pens? That always bogs my mind. It's like, how many pens do you bring with you? You know?
How many? Sorry, I lost my sound for a second.
How many pens do you bring for a show? Like, how do you plan for it? I'm a pen person, so that would drive me insane.
I bring as many as I can make, that's like honestly for Baltimore, I wanted to make way more and I just didn't. I had just like some other life things that were going on that like stopped me from having stop time.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is what we got. This is what we're bringing. And it worked out okay. I mean, I would have liked to have had a lot more options, but sometimes that's just how it goes. I mean, the goal is always to bring, like 20 or so of each model if I can, and just have lots of variation. Because like I always try and do like bright pens and dark pens and like something for everybody, because like there's people obviously are looking for different things.
Yes.
Brown pens.
Brown. Yeah.
There's not enough Carmens out there.
Yes, there is.
There's probably a lot.
Yes. Run of cold brew pens. My last drop, they were successful.
Yes.
That's a cool material.
I know. I saw one that you had, and sure enough, that flew. I was like, okay.
And then I was like tortoise is another brown that I'm obsessed with, and I do tons of that.
See, another brown.
Yeah.
Well, yes, it's very neutral. Everybody, I'm pretty sure, loves to have a brown one. Yeah.
Oh, there's my Jamie.
Oh, hello, Serenity. Hi, Jamie. Jamie. Team Brown, you have brown pen buyers out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna keep happening.
Brown and especially the sparkly gold ones.
I forget which maker it was that told me a while back, and I can't think of who it was, that somebody had told them, don't make brown pens, don't sell. And he didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
And sure enough, the ones that browns always sell.
Yeah. I think, there's browns I'm sure that aren't nice, but I mean, honestly, there's no color that's not gonna work like if it's the right material. If it's
right material, right combinations.
Because same thing, I've heard people say that about red pens. I've heard people say that about green pens, and it's like it's just some things work better than others, and you just have to pick the ones that are good. I mean, the first rule, I always tell myself, like, the best way to sell your pens is to pick the right material first, and don't make pens out of ugly materials.
yes, and that is it's just the truth, So
there's always some color that somebody else likes. What was the color of your first pen? Do you remember? That was
a material.
It was lime green, I think. It was something I found on, I don't even know. I probably found it on Etsy or something. It was just something that I could find, like a lot of. It was like just a cheap blank I could find, and
my gosh,
3 or 4 of them, and I took all 4 of them to make the first pen.
Did you keep it? Did you keep the first one?
I honestly don't think I have it anymore. I may have it somewhere. Like, it didn't even work. I'm pretty sure the section was cracked.
Okay.
But I probably have maybe my 3rd or 4th pen, maybe. I'm not even sure. I should have. You would think I would, but
No.
From the beginning.
That nostalgia about it. It was just like, it was always like the next one. It's just like, how can I make it next? It's always the next one. And I just
very business oriented. Like, make this one, sell it.
I always like my favorite tagline is Enzo Ferrari is, what's your favorite Ferrari? The next one.
That's true. I like that one. I like that saying.
It keeps you going forward. Yes.
I have to remember that.
Yeah.
Does your wife use fountain pens too? Did you get her into fountain pen? No.
I try. She won't do
it. No.
She writes for the Pentel RSVP every single day. This is garbage. Ballpoint. Barely even. I can't even make it write. I swear it doesn't even write. I'm like, how do you even write with this? But she's never, not a single one. She won't. Like, the other day she's like, I don't even know how to write with this. Isn't that crazy?
I think that's so funny when our spouses or
partners,
don't used to write with them.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't get it.
We were was it New York or Philly? One of the 2 shows. It was one of the smaller shows. And Justin from Estabrook was convinced. It was New York. He was convinced he was going to get Carlos to write with a fountain pen. And
he wouldn't do it.
And I forget which pen it was. He kept saying, Carlos, if you write with this fountain pen, you're going to love it. And Carlos went over there. He wrote with it. He's like, no, thank you.
I'm sorry, Justin. You're like, but I know him. I know Carlos.
At least he tried. But no, he wanted nothing to do with it. So, I don't know.
Yeah, there's just certain people that will never really get into it. They won't see what we see, but they try at least.
I think everybody who is into fountain pens, or everybody I've talked to, we always had a love for pens, like nice pens from when we were little.
Yeah, from the very beginning. Yeah,
from the very beginning. Did either of your parents work right with fountain pens? It's like, where did it start for you?
Oh, Ben, we lost your sound.
Oh, we lost Ben. Hello. Oh, oh no. We lost Ben.
Just your sound. We still see you.
Should we get off and then bring him back on?
Oh, that is weird.
I know, that's never happened. Just went. Oh, I think he got off.
He's going to try something. Oh.
Oh. It's like it sounds muffled. Oh no.
All right. Sorry, we are having some technical difficulties.
Issues. I'm wondering.
Yeah, we're hearing some little static on your side, but not your voice.
Wait, hold
technology.
on. You there?
Yeah, say something or
no, it's like he's frozen too.
Oh, he's not frozen. He's trying to say something. Maybe we can have Ben leave and come back.
Yeah. Let's see if he can connect again. That was cool. Actually, the question I asked him, I don't know that from you. Like, I know how I started because of my dad. But did you have somebody that made you start into?
I know. That made me also ponder. No, my parents don't. They've never used fountain pens. I don't think so. My dad is really good at writing. Like, he has really good handwriting, and so I think I got that from him. Yeah, and so when I was like 2nd grade all the way to 6th grade, I loved writing, and I would journal and I would copy my substitute teachers' handwritings when they were very good. And that's kind of so for people to see my beautiful handwriting, they're like, how do you write so well? Well, a lot of practice.
Yeah.
And practice that I didn't need to.
Am I back?
Yes, you're back.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful.
That was weird.
What a fun curveball.
I know.
So your parents didn't use?
No, what I was saying is my grandfather like collected random weird things. Like they would go to antique shops. I don't think he ever collected fountain pens, but he collected like straight razors randomly.
Oh, wow.
And I inherited those, and I actually made like a cool display. And I don't know, that has nothing to do with fountain pens really, but it may be like the idea of like collecting weird things.
Yeah.
Like old.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, no, really no fancy pens in the family. That just I don't know.
That's weird. Yeah. I think we've all, at one point, like you said, Lau, with your dad writing, that you know.
I've always had like a love of like traditional kind of like just old timey like retro things. I guess to some extent that's where like the paper thing comes in. So I guess I gravitate towards a little bit, but it was the fountain pens were never really something on my radar for until recent. Like I said, until recent with the notebooks, and then I don't know.
Now, I think you should bring a couple of notebooks to a pen show.
Yeah.
Like one that I'll be at.
Okay.
Bring it to San Francisco.
A notebook and a pen.
Yeah.
Are you going to teach the kids to write with pens?
I actually have. So, like, my wife never writes with it, but my daughter actually does like them.
Yay!
There's the curvy grip section sort of is like it works really well for kids actually because your hand naturally has to fall into that. It curves back up so your fingers fall in that section, and because it's bigger, I mean, like the custom fountain pens are it's a bigger pen compared to like little kids that write with like little tiny pencils, and it's too small for
they can't grip
it. Yeah. So like I taught my daughter how to hold it with like the 3 fingers and everything, and like it using my pens, and like it just slid right into her hand, and all of a sudden like it just worked, and I don't know. So I mean, like all that's to say, I don't think there's a market for
children
pens for 5-year-olds, but if anyone was interested, it does work. My models do work super well for it. They end up everywhere. There's just ink everywhere when she does it. Like, I mean, it's just covered from like her elbows to her hands after.
Really? I always have my pens with me. And a couple of weeks ago, we babysat the kids.
Yeah.
And Liam, our grandson, is 4, and Cece is 2.
Yeah.
And Liam wanted nothing to do with my pens. He saw them and said, "Okay, see you later." Cece, on the other hand, grabbed the pen, and it was like the way she holds it.
Yeah.
And she wrote. I have my 5-year little planner. And one page she scribbled whatever. But I have to babysit her on Sunday.
Right.
Sunday, yes. And this pen is going because I want to see how she writes with it.
That's funny.
I want to see her write with it.
Yeah,
I never thought it's true.
It'll fit her hands just perfectly.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those like what is there's a Lamy makes like a kids version fountain pen.
Yeah.
I think they use them a lot in Europe. I can't remember what it's called. It's like the Lamy ABC. Maybe it's the Lamy ABC. It's like it's like wood with like red, I think.
Yes. I've seen which one you're saying.
But yeah, I think it's the same kind of idea, and it's fun. I have some pictures of her writing with it. Really cool. And sometimes she's like, we also tried to start learning. She'll like write scribbles, and she'll become writing like you do because she's trying to write in cursive. She doesn't know that like those are actually letters.
Cursive is just scribbles. Oh.
That's how they learn how to write.
She'll probably learn how to write cursive. That's very her.
I love that.
Exciting.
Yes. Yeah, make sure she knows because a lot of people are not learning cursive anymore.
No, they don't teach it
in school.
Well, I've heard it's coming back.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Places, but
it's coming back. None of the 3 boys, they went to Catholic school. They should know better.
Yeah.
My 3 boys cannot. They don't know how.
Yeah, we did cursive in school, so I must have been like I must have probably been right before they started phasing it out.
Yeah. No, I remember when especially my oldest one, they were doing script, but it went out the window. I don't know where it went because my youngest, for the longest time, I couldn't write. Like if I would write him a note, I would have to print. I couldn't, because he wouldn't know what it meant.
You were writing like a secret language, basically.
Yes. If I want to say something I don't want you to read, I'm going to just have to write it. I'm like,
I actually do that do you guys do that in your notebook? Sometimes I don't write a lot of like journaly type things. It's mostly like lists and organizational thoughts. But in the times that I sometimes do, a lot of times I'll print, but I'll switch to cursive. I have like this really like italic, slanty cursive.
Yes.
Looks like I'm writing the Declaration of Independence or something. I'll switch to cursive when I'm writing something that I'm like self-conscious about or something.
I do that too, but
like, all right, I don't want it to be too legible.
I don't know why I do it, but I do. Now that you said it, I do switch it every once in a while. Like, why am I doing it? And I switch back. That's good.
It still looks fine. That's why we do it. Yeah.
But it's true. Do you always write with the same color ink? I'm trying to think of the book that you always have.
It's a lot of the same. Like I really like blue into red sheening inks. That's the other thing about having mostly writing with Yovo nibs is you don't really have to worry about them clogging.
Yeah.
You shimmer or sheener things because I can just pull it apart and rinse it.
Right.
But there's a Birmingham ink called Voltaic Arc. It's my favorite. It's sort of similar. They have another one that's called Tesla Coil that's similar to it, but I like Voltaic Arc a little bit better. It's darker. The blue is darker, and then the sheen. It's just really well behaved, but it's really cool.
Okay.
And I have been writing with the Yamabudo for like 3 months now.
Oh wow!
It's a great color.
It's a good one. And then Emerald
Chivor.
Oh yeah.
Those are probably like my 3 mainstays. And every once in a while I'll be like, all right, it's time to change it up, and I'll like go through like some samples and stuff.
But you always go back.
For the most part, it's one of those 3 inks. I mean, I have, like everybody else, I have no empty bottles, but I have lots of other a couple other cool colors, but it is mostly those 3 colors, I think.
Okay.
I know. That's another thing about fountain pens with the ink colors. switch them up and makes it look like a whole new pen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you can mix some inks too sometimes and make a whole beautiful different color.
I know.
It's I always joke it's fountain pens are it's like 50% super sophisticated and 50% like I'm a child. I'm very sophisticated with my fountain pen, and also I'm probably covered in ink.
Covered in ink.
And
I'm
like,
playing with 10 different inks.
Those two things can exist together.
Yes. Oh my God, that's so true.
I don't know. It's nice. I like it though.
Yeah, but we can't ever be 100% sophisticated with fountain pens because then that would take away all the fun.
I know.
Yeah.
We're not writing checks with these fountain pens.
I know, but I wish I was. I want, you know what color ink, what ink I don't have, and the more I refuse to write with anything but a fountain pen, I need to get permanent ink for one of my pens.
Yeah,
you can use it.
Yeah, because otherwise, yeah, right.
Like I can't write a check with it, but if I put permanent ink,
yeah.
Although, does it really matter?
Not really. They're just gonna take a picture of the check and throw it away 5 minutes later.
That's true. I have to write a check this weekend. I am writing it in fountain pen.
But you can do it.
It's true. I just thought of it. I'm like, so what? Why does I feel like it's a legal something thing? I need a permanent pen.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's like it's something that's been like indoctrinated. It's like it has to be blue ink. It has to be permanent,
right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I always say that I want my grandkids when they get married to write in a fountain pen. So I always say I need to have a permanent ink because that's
there you go.
That's
to sign off.
There you go. Now you know your task for the week.
Dedicate a pen for it too.
A dedicated pen. Can you imagine have it written? Oh, the grocery list? Yes.
Okay.
They're all based on fountain pen inks in different colors.
Octopus inks for work, and they work great in Twisbies. Are octopus inks, are those permanent inks?
I don't know. Good
but
question.
Yeah, I've not used any octopus inks before. Definitely love to try that.
There's so many things I still need to try.
I know, right? And there's a few new brands now too.
Every time we have somebody talk about a new ink in our show, we're like, hold on, let me write this down. Hold on,
yeah, look it up. Yes, inks are so addicting.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay. There you go. Now you got to write this down. Right in drawings.
All right. Now we know.
Oh
my gosh. How about paper? Do you have other than the notebooks you
I am endlessly interested in it. I feel like I can never decide. I mean, like I've been writing with Hobonichis for a couple of years now. So I guess the Tomoe River. And I don't. I mean, there's a couple other things I've tried. I think that I have the pocket notebook I'm using right now is Corona paper. I think.
Okay.
I don't even exactly know what that is, but it seems okay. And then there's a couple others that I've tried. I have a Midori that I also bought this year that I haven't even written in.
Oh,
that's the next thing. That's the next notebook to start using just for like random writing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sterling Ink has a new one.
That's on my list as well that I want to try.
Yeah, I didn't like the Sterling Ink one that they had last year, but this year they have a different one.
What paper are they using?
I forgot the name of it.
It's not. Did they switch out from Sanzen?
Yeah, it's another one.
Yeah.
And I just saw it advertised today too. But I'll write on anything, but I have to try that one from Sterling Ink because I do like Sterling Ink.
Yeah. Yeah. I still haven't settled on an actual notebook setup either. Like in terms of I've done the big Hobonichis, the little ones, the weeks, and now I'm like doing like a small pocket size. Like it's almost like it's like a passport size. I don't know. There's so many sizes. I don't even like.
Right.
I'm almost like, what am I even looking for here? I don't even know what to call it.
We don't know the size. We don't know the paper.
A7.
There's
Yeah,
too many.
I feel like I should know these things. I see it all the time, but I'm lost all the time. Yeah. So I don't know.
Paper.
Koji paper.
But yeah, I'm always looking for the perfect setup, and I'm probably never get there. Right? Right now, like I'm thinking about just using a blank notebook and setting it up with date.
But do you use it for your pens, or you use it for work too, for like daily for your own?
I do it daily. I mean, at work, I only write with fountain pens. I mean, I'll write all my task lists and everything are in my little pocket notebook. I've got like a 300-page pocket book right now.
I could function in a pocket when it comes to my planner where I have to put everything down. I don't think it can function in a pocket.
I write tiny, like I write so small. So there's plenty.
Okay. That's true.
I have to see this.
Like the cousin, like the big Hobonichi, and I was like, this thing is, I couldn't even possibly fill this up. It's so much room. I was
so big.
like, I'm swimming in this thing. So then I've done the A6 a couple years, and that's a pretty good size for me. But I just decided to go even smaller because I wanted to be able to literally put it in my pocket.
Yeah, no, that's true. I forgot how tiny you write.
Yeah.
And it's mostly lists and things anyways. It's just, that's kind of like it's like a bridge bullet journal type setup. It's not really a bullet journal, I don't think.
It's very simple.
It's that sort of idea. It's just a constant brain dump and sorting of what I'm like, my tasks and stuff. But
I love notebooks. I can't get enough of them.
Yeah.
If there's a notebook out there, I will get it. Don't know what I'm going to get it for, but I'll get it.
Yeah.
Yes.
What can we do? What can we write on if it wasn't for that?
It's nice. I think I've been thinking a lot about it lately. Is like it's having like paper and pen compared to like all this like technology that we're just inundated with now. And it's getting like even crazier now. Like recently, it's it's nice to like be able to center yourself with like, I'm just gonna sit down, pick up my pen. Here's my notebook, and it's like full control, it's analog. It's just, I don't know. It's nice. It's like it clears your head versus like, because like now it's like, because I mean, I think all the text is interesting and fascinating and powerful, but it's like, it's just like at the end of the day, you're just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's too much.
It's fast, overwhelming.
Yeah.
I started doing, and I kind of like it in the morning, where when it's just quiet, it's just me, and you just write, whatever you write.
Yeah, mine's usually in the evening. I wish I had more time in the morning, but
yes,
mine's in the evening too. But yes,
at night I do my journal.
Well, I guess that's what I do too. Like the morning is like processing. I process like my day coming up and some other stuff, and I'll write like notes if there's something with that, and then the evening is like just writing, like that's like the therapeutic writing. It's like it's like the nighttime.
Yeah.
Do you write for your kids?
Like
when you're writing your journal, do you write with your kids in mind?
No. I mean, I won't say I don't. I mean, like that has occurred to me, especially more recently. But I can't say I necessarily have. I do like that idea. I would definitely consider doing that. But I mean, I will say I do feel like I filter myself, because I'm like, I don't necessarily write like true, like, you know, I don't know if anyone really does like true, like a dump of like what's actually in your head on paper. Like always like a part of me. It's just like someone could read this, and like, you know, so you write a little bit differently, I guess.
Like a little bit more subjective.
Yes, and that's why I like my in the morning when I write. That's only for me. That's not intended for anybody to see it. I that's just me.
Right.
But at night, and this is back, I used to always do a journal, back then a diary.
Yeah.
And I always wrote, and this was what, I was 11, 12. I always wrote thinking of my kids and my grandkids one day reading it. Like I wish I had my grandparents.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And now I catch myself. Now I don't, like I used to write thinking of my kids in mind.
Yeah.
Now I write thinking of the grandkids.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
You know,
Okay, that's what you meant. Mm-hmm.
talk about therapeutic.
Oh yeah.
Back when we had that storm that hit, what is it, 8 years ago, 7 years ago? That was like, Carlos was just retired. He went to Puerto Rico. They got him to go over there. He was there for 8 months. So it was 8 months of me alone in the house with dealing with all of it. That was therapeutic. Writing on that thing. I might have to tear out some pages in that notebook, actually. That was therapeutic. That was I needed to go.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yes, you kind of need that, especially to get your mind, gets everything out of your mind onto the paper.
Yes.
I like
Yeah,
that.
that's exactly what I have. And also my journal, the one that I write at night, I find myself that I write, like, I'm always neat. I always want it to look good. Even if you look at the morning one, you would not think I'm scribbling, but I put like extra effort into my journal. Or the other one, I like to think I'm a little more sloppy.
Yeah.
But still, and it's just a dump.
Yep.
This year I've had a little bit more like thematic. Like I'll have like a notebook where I write like specific topics in, like a learning journal, or and then I'll have like a task journal, and then I guess that's really all I have right now. But I could see it evolving to have different, even more ideas, and then probably getting out of control and just going back to one. But that's where we are right now.
Yeah.
Yes. I have way too many notebooks as well.
It's all just an evolution, right? It's all one day at a time.
And adapt. Yep.
I don't know.
I have at least 4 going at the same time for one thing or another.
I think I have 3 right now.
By the way, I got this a while back. It's not new. The Me Plus, it looks like the plotter. Have you guys seen these?
That's so nice.
I haven't. It looks cool though.
This is but they have the pocket one. It's really cool. It's really nice. See, another notebook that I have, which actually doesn't even have a fountain pen. I'm embarrassed to say it.
What is that? Toss that away, Carmen.
I had a gift card from my son, and they had it at Barnes & Noble. So I got it a while back. It's a cute little.
Oh, okay. I've seen those. Yeah.
But it fits nice in here, so I put it. But I hardly ever use it. I'm embarrassed right now.
Don't be embarrassed.
How dare I?
No, it's fine.
It's a cute color. It's your color anyway, so.
I think I liked it because of the color more than anything.
There's actually, I mean, at pen shows, there's always a couple people that walk by and they're like, "Do you sell any ballpoint pens?"
Sorry.
Sorry, no, wrong show.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed. It's so bad. It's like, how can I have something other?
At least it's not a big pen, Carmen. It's okay.
Sometimes I need something that isn't fountain pen.
I mean, what are you going to sign your checks with?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's it. That's my
Until you get your document ink, I mean, you got to have it.
That's true. I think I just scribbled to see how it works, and that's about it. I haven't used it again. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this is so much fun. Do you guys realize what time it is already?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's already the end of our time.
Do you have to put who's still awake? Your daughter?
Hopefully nobody, but I have to go up and find out if it's actually asleep.
Let's hope she goes to sleep.
That's my wife's job right now. I have heard the door open a couple of times, so there's a little back and forth going, I think.
Uh-oh.
She's pretty good though. She's honestly she's always been pretty good at sometimes she'll stay up and she'll just play in her room.
Oh, well, that's good. At least she knows she doesn't.
When she was really young, like when she was like 3, she would like just get up in the middle of the night and just go draw or color, and then like she wouldn't even get us up. Like we ended up like needing to get her tonsils out, and the doctor was like, "Does she get up a lot?" And we're like, "Well, we're not really sure because she doesn't get us up when she gets up."
Oh my god,
she's very independent and curious.
Oh, that's so cool.
Really good and really bad. You can't tell her what to do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She's pretty great.
That is so cool. Oh, wait. I saw somebody. Wait, who was it? I just lost it. About that Yes, I have a journal for my pens.
Yeah.
Doesn't everybody do that?
I don't, but I should.
You don't?
Well, I cycle through so many pens that I like. They're also like they wouldn't be my possessions anymore because I write with a lot of my pens like when I make them, and then then that's somebody else's pen. I'd be like, oh yeah, that one's that one, but now that one's in Arkansas now.
Oh. Well, now you do that, but not in a journal.
Yeah, not in a journal. Yeah,
I do. I keep a journal of my pens because one day I'm not going to be around, and my kids need to know what these pens are worth. Yes.
Right. Yep. And that's easily accessible.
See how it always goes back to the boys.
That's right.
My whole life just goes back to the boys.
I get it.
Yes.
All right.
Alrighty, y'all.
Thank you, Ben, so much for spending time with us.
It was fantastic. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
That
Glad to have you here.
Sent messages. It's good to see everyone's names.
Yes, it was very nice. All right, everybody.
Yes.
Good night.
We'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Don't forget to subscribe
and
and like.
Comment.